Hi, this is Risa. I'm talking to you directly through my web camera and discussing the energies of the gold ring and society in general. As we move through the spring equinox of 2010, much is changing, much is, happening that is creating a very powerful wave of energy that will sweep across the world. The astrological implications, the social economic energies are all converging to a revolutionary passage of what you might say a catharsis, a complete awakening that will start to bring people into and start a wildfire of awareness and knowledge that they are individuals and sovereign, and it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and get into the work of dealing with the energies that have been polluted, pillaged, and criminally taken from society as a whole. And so it's now a very important point in our history to come together in awareness that it's not just one country or one person or one individual. There has been a full-on assault on freedom, and in this way of understanding that this is what it takes to break the shell of ignorance, darkness, abuse, and negativity, into bringing an individual into the light of their higher self, then we take this as a true opportunity. Now, if you look at the world situation, one of the things that we've seen is the creation of a new worker card, a national ID card, which the prophecies in the Bible and all these other prophecies of the end times, suggest that there will be an Orwellian takeover of language, of media, of controlling your every movement through the cameras, which in England are fairly well complete. There's a CV camera on almost every street corner, and they're moving in that direction in the U.S. There's $40 billion been budgeted for the National Security Agency to monitor the internet, and this is just the beginning. The step that we're concerned about is, or I'm concerned about, is how we're moving closer and closer into full-blown fascism or corporatism, which is not a very good way to operate. It's the plutocracy, which is ruled by the rich, but this is not a true richness, richness of the soul. It's a richness of those that have gained power over people through surreptitious or secret methods, through criminal methods in some sense. You can point to Wall Street, you can point to Goldman Sachs and hedge funds and the U.S. Treasury and the secrets of the Illuminati. We can point to all these different infrastructures of this new world order. In fact, at a speech yesterday, former president used the words of Machiavelli to discuss how important it is to create a new world order, and which is I'm all for a new world order. I'm just not for the one that is being propagated based upon a control system, a control grid over everyone's lives. I seek to see a sovereign activity of each individual to create their own wealth, to be their own bank, to be their own religion, to be their own energy, where they are ethically related to everyone in a proper and true manner, based upon their true self, their soul, that they are guided to do the right thing, and rather than controlled to do the right thing. So as we're looking at our culture right now, we're seeing that it has moved into a decadence and an energy that is fully transparent, and that what is being revealed by this transparency is not hope, it's not change, it is the ordered destruction of a way of life, and the way of life does need to change, and that way of life is being forced to change, and it will become something very different very soon. And so, as we see the loss of the banking industry, where it's run by criminals, and where the mortgage industry has been utilized as a program of theft rather than a program of disbursement of resources and the assistance with people to obtain property and a home, and the loss of the automobile industry, where the industry itself is being regulated out of existence, at least in the U.S., United States of America. And then, in continuation of that, the restrictions on travel with false flag events that give the powers that be the presumed authority to protect its people from these manufactured enemies, whether it's Al Qaeda or it's the terrorists or the internal revolutionaries or belligerents to the current regime. All these things are coming clear to us that, well, not all of them, I'm sure, but it is coming clear that we are in a state of siege. And so at this point there is a consolidation of energies, and the siege that is being really underway right now is the one on the internet, where there's billions and billions of dollars being spent to create control grids to watch and see everything that is being done through these systems. And so the opposite of this, not to go into fear and paralysis and paranoia, as I spoke of in the original videos in the Gold Ring, which is the starting point. It is to become truly cognizant of our own creative power and our spiritual direction, and that requires us to give up the old way and begin to move into an initiation of a new prosperity in our hearts and in our minds and in our collective. So this is about collective co-creation and working together. And it takes acceptance, it takes wisdom, it takes truth, and it takes love. And so we are here to bring a truly new world into manifestation. So anyway, happy springtime. It's beautiful, and the world is here to receive our benefit as stewards of this domain. And so enjoy today, have fun, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.